By age 93, you have seemingly seen it all.
Yeah, I see lots.
Harold Klingeman of Paris has seen life, love, and loss.
Lucille, that's my wife who just passed away. See this ring? I'm going to die with it on. Yeah, that's my Air Force uniform. You guys had a gate, though?
He's seen lots of conflict.
Right here.
And commendations come his way.
Yeah, campaign bars. You have any idea what that is? Presidential Unit Salutation. I'm a retired senior master sergeant, but there's one stripe missing.
There's something else missing. Just ask Harold's friend and Vietnam veteran, Chuck Sears.
He kind of feels like the country kind of didn't care about the veterans.
But tomorrow,
Susie, I'm going on the honor flight.
You'll see quite the opposite. Harold will be one of about 100 veterans going to see their war memorial in Washington, D.C., part of the Central Missouri Honor Flight.
Oh, I think it'd be great.
Make it memorials.
World War II.
Because Harold Klingeman's
Korean War.
A veteran of
Vietnam.
3 wars.
He's a very humble person.
This is a lot different attitude towards the veterans now than it was after World War II. After World War II, you was in the way. But now, I think they kind of appreciate you.
That appreciation will be on display tomorrow. Chuck Sears can see it now.
Yeah?
He can picture it.
I can. He's going to finally say, finally. They really do care about us.
Gratitude for a lifetime of service, like Harold Klingeman's never seen.
That's right.
In Paris, Ryan Takeo, KOMU 8 News.
She's a little skittish.
She's no longer missing.
She's adorable.
And she's much warmer now, too.
It's okay.
It's thanks to MUPD officer John Hayes, his partner, and 2 MU students.
I knew there was a little bit of a time urgency to it, which is why we decided to call.
Trevor Colling tracked the puppy down to the football stadium.
Trying to lure her out of her furrow field by lining chicken strips, little pieces of chicken strips up, to see if that could get her out.
The rescue was a success, but they didn't know the dog's name.
So we were calling her Elsa after Frozen, just because of how cold it was. But.
A Facebook post led to the owner, Catherine Madison, and this reunion. Catherine says her new puppy ran away and has been missing 2 weeks.
Which would have put her out there during the 16-inch snowfall and the cold weather left from last night.
My mom was like, she's a true tiger. You found her on Murrow. And I was like, yep.
There's no connection to Frozen, but it turns out the dog is named for royalty after all.
Mia Thermopolis Mionette Rinaldi from Princess Diaries.
Mia. That's M-I-A. She's no longer missing. In Colombia, I'm Ryan Takeo, KOMU 8 News. It's pretty remarkable.
You smile?
2-year-old Brody Moreland can make an instant connection. Through his smile, his spirit, or his drive. But Brody's dad, Taylor, explains there is a disconnect.
Spina bifida. It's a malformation of the spinal column.
His legs are partially paralyzed.
Columbia physical therapist Gertie Motovali helps treat Brody.
So basically the connection between the brain, the spinal cord, and the nerves and the muscles is interrupted.
He's basically paralyzed from the ribs down.
We do a lot of therapy throughout the day. We come to therapy 3 to some weeks 4 times a week, and he loves it.
Brody's mom, Allie, and dad, Taylor, say there was an instant connection between them and their son's PT.
And Gertie's kind of really helped us think outside the box. She thinks outside the box.
And we can hook that up.
Motovali turned to electrical stimulation, or E-stim. It's pretty common in physical therapy, but she quickly grew frustrated when she placed the electrodes on the muscles, like what's typical.
The disadvantage is you have to do all the muscles in his leg, but still Brody wasn't moving.
She had an idea.
Why don't we stick the electrodes right over his spinal cord?
She put the other pads on Brody's feet, his nerve endings. It's a connection no one's made so far.
He's the first kid in the world where this has been done. I think a lot of people are nervous to place anything over the spinal cord.
Motovali consulted an East Coast expert and got the Moreland's blessing.
What's the worst that can happen? We don't see any new movement. He doesn't have sensation. Well, that's where we're already at.
Okay, here's going again. We see that coming on again.
Making that connection has struck
See his little feet going.
a successful nerve.
Tries to extend this one.
For an hour a day the past year and a half, Brody's E-stim
Switched from flexing to extending,
has been making progress.
and then it's off.
This was Brody before E-stim. Now, here are his recent tests. The colors show he's now feeling sensations. The blue, feeling ice. Green, pressure. Red, pinpricks. Mom Allie says that's huge.
Yeah, maybe he won't be able to walk, but maybe he'll know that this hurts and I shouldn't do it. So that's extremely important.
This is kind of where he really starts being able to use his muscles and functions.
And Brody's hard work is getting noticed.
Can you pop up your hips? Good job.
He's a case study, recently published in a medical journal.
Okay, can you pop your hips up? Good job.
Motivali started 6 other child clients on the unique E-stim program too.
And the fact that it's helping other kids too is just amazing. It's exciting.
Is this kind of like the grand finale?
Yes.
The next step
How many electrodes are on them right now?
12.
requires lots of wires and triggers.
Right now I'm pushing all the buttons so he pulls up, and as Brody pulls up, I'm triggering all the muscles he needs for pulling up.
It also requires a fruit incentive for mom and support from dad.
You're strong, you know that? Yeah, you're strong.
So we basically are trying to make the connection between his brain, his spinal cord, his nerves, and his muscles, so that he understands when the muscles would have to kick in. We do the same thing with walking. It's about even more complicated.
It's just been life-changing. When Brody was 6 months old, he couldn't hold his head up. And now look at him. She's made a world of difference in his life.
Look and remember, this remarkable, possibly revolutionary work
And then he's gonna start again. Do you see that?
is thanks to this team,
Totally surprised us.
their connection,
Here we go.
and Brody's resilience.
You having fun?
In Colombia,
Yeah.
Ryan Takeo,
Yeah.
KOMU 8 News.